I'm not going to stay on here long because what I got to say is short and sweet. And I've been up all night. And like I said before, you guys, when something hits me, like I was showing in the last live that I took down, but I guess I'm gonna have to take it down. It wasn't acting right. Um, when something hits me, I have to sometimes just get it right out while it's hitting me. And what I wanted to say today was a real entrepreneur knows. A real entrepreneur knows. You all can keep watching my videos. I really appreciate the support, but I really do this for people who really want to get out and pursue their dreams. And one of the things that I see a lot of people make, a mistake that a lot of people make, a lot of people I personally know, is that so many people want to be an entrepreneur. And if you can hear me, just say yes or something so I can know, because I had to switch stations and everything. I was on the couch and now I'm at a whole different part of my house doing this. But one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurial type people do is a person wants to start a business, and what they keep doing is going on their personal social media and keep marketing and putting out little flyers and stuff to their friends and family. That is not going to get you a real thriving business. And I keep watching people do the same thing over and over and over again. Somebody during this pandemic said, I'm about to start back up my business. And I'm looking like, well, why do you keep marketing to us? If we want to buy your product, you done started this business on and off for 4, 5, or 6 years. And then people want to get mad at other people for not backing. You ain't supporting my business. That it's not their obligation to support your business. And that's not a real way to build a business anyway. Some people will spend money with you just to be nice or just because they love you. But what you gonna do after they bought from you or they got your service once or twice? They may not like your service. They may not really want to spend money on that. They may have just been doing it just to support you. But I see a lot of people who claim they want to be entrepreneurs. They don't want to do the real work. They go the lazy route and keep um, promoting themselves and marketing themselves to their friends and family on Facebook and Instagram, and it's their personal page. And then they get discouraged quick as I don't know what, and then you don't hear from them no more. Then they pop back up and want to market their business again to their friends and family, and then they give up again. It's a stupid, vicious cycle. And I'm like, are you ready to be an entrepreneur? Because this is not a joke. This is not a game. People get all hyped up seeing companies that have made it big, but they don't really want to do the work. They really don't want to put in the investment. I have not been to sleep. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I've not been to sleep. I still have on the same clothes I had on yesterday. I've been stuck on that couch for hours and hours and hours and hours. I've been on that couch in the same position for 7 hours straight, working. And that has nothing to do with me doing nails. That's me working on my online business for 7 hours straight. And when I say I'm working online, I'm seriously working like I would be working at a job. I turn off the TV and I might play a little video or something in the background or whatever, but I'm really focused on what I'm doing. And I'm really typing and moving things around and updating things and calculating things, literally like I'm at a job. And I might stop to go use the restroom, or I might check my social media real quick. You're gonna work harder for yourself as an entrepreneur than you ever will at anybody's job. Because let's be real, most of us who've been on our jobs for a long time, we know it so well. We know how to look like we're working, but we're really not working. But when you're an entrepreneur, you got to make money. So you could play all you want. It's going to show up in your bottom line profits. So when you're an entrepreneur, you got to either put up or shut up. You have to really do the work. And so I was just on some social media and I saw this person marketing again, here to friends and family. And I'm like, how are you going to sell this expensive house and you keep just showing the house to us? How much money have you? I really want to say, why don't you run an ad? People get afraid when you start asking them to do marketing. You can run ads nowadays as little as $5 and $10. How can you say you want to build this big empire doing whatever it is you want to do, but you don't want to sit down and teach yourself how to do marketing? Back in the day, and I'm not talking to anyone in particular, this was just a message that I wanted to put out there. A real entrepreneur knows what needs to be done. Do you know back in the day, before social media and all this was about, You couldn't just go on the internet and click a few buttons and have an ad that can be available to everyone in the world. People are kind of lazy to me and entitled when it comes to how easy they think this comes. Because back in the day, it was not this easy. I feel like wannabe entrepreneurs today have it stupid easy. It's if you don't make it, it's because you were really kind of being lazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. You really didn't do what you have to do. And I had to put this message out there because it's gonna piss the people off, but I don't care as long as it reached the 1 or 2 or 3 people that were supposed to see this message today. This is your video. Stop playing and get up and do what you're supposed to do. You could run an ad, you could do all these tidbits and all these tricks and tips and all this stuff that you all get, all this free content, all this free information that you all suck up on a daily basis. You all are not, I'm not saying anyone in particular, but if it apply to you, let it apply to you and do something about it. But people suck up all this free information on the internet nowadays and they still won't apply it. They still won't apply it. And I get aggravated because a lot of the stuff that people come in my DMs with and asking me questions on, I'm like, you can't say you love me that much. You can't say you watch my videos because I done answered a lot of these questions numerous times in all these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour lives. I have repeated myself over and over and over. So then when I see certain things, it triggers me because I'm like, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur of some sort, but nobody's really sitting up and doing the work. I have not been to sleep, okay? I have not been to sleep. I've been working all day, not doing nails, doing my other business, my online stuff. That is a real job for me. And soon I'm going to have to hire a few people. That is a real job. Everything is so easy. Like back in the day, you had to hire a graphic designer because there were no fancy apps and stuff where you could do it yourself. You had to hire a web designer and a graphic designer. You had to pay for those things. Then you had to, pay for ads and pay for flyers and all this stuff. Everything is digital and handed to everybody nowadays, and people still make it hard, and it's not even hard. To me, it's like, I wish if all this stuff was available to me 15, 16 years ago, I would be a freaking millionaire by now. Do you hear me? For real. I would be a millionaire if I had the information and all the resources I have now back then, before everybody started doing it. Because now everybody a copycat of everything. Somebody sees something, everybody want to jump on it because all the information is available because of YouTube and Instagram, social media. But back then, you had to really know somebody. You had to really, really want to do it. And you had to really get on your feet and get in your car and go do it. See, now it's a whole different ball game. And what it's doing is it's kind of pissing me off for a couple of reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why is the marketplace on so many levels, especially in the beauty industry, is being flooded with fake entrepreneurs. And it makes it harder for people who really want to do it, because you got the people, I already talked about the pricing, but you got the people that's like half doing it. And it makes people not have a respect for our industry overall. Somebody texted me this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning asking about some nails. I looked at that. I said, this chick I don't even know who this is or how they got my information. And I looked at that. I said, how disrespectful. How disrespectful. I just looked at it and I responded back. I said, it is 6:30 in the morning. And that's all I said. I'm not answering your question. Do not call nobody at 6 o'clock. You don't call no business at 6 o'clock in the morning asking them no questions because they're not there and they're not open. And, and I already know this is why I'm like, I don't even want to do all these random people off the street right now because you're going to find a different breed of people. This is why I talk about this book, you guys. You all think I'm just trying to make some money. This is like one of the things that I do. One, when I'm trying to tell you, it is so important to make sure that you are targeting the right people in this business and know what you're doing, because you will be spinning your wheels, honey. And I don't like wasting my time if I'm not making no money, honey, because I like money. And I've made a lot of money. You ever made $100,000 in a day? Because I have. Y'all better jump into it. Y'all better get into it. Yeah, I'm so serious. Like, that really triggered me. I'm like, why did this girl keep marketing to us? We already know you did this 5 times, or we don't want it. We done bought it. I done bought. They done bought. We done bought. If you want to get your business off the ground, get down and run it like a real business and stop acting like it's a hobby. And then you'll see some real results. That's why you keep quitting. You keep starting up. You keep quitting. You keep starting up. But see, when I say stuff to people, it's too much of the truth. And a lot of people like to play like they trying to do something. They playing with themselves. You ain't gonna play with me because I'm a real entrepreneur. I do this. And I don't just want to scrape by. Like you all know, I like to put money in my stocks. I like to buy new stocks. I like to have multiple savings accounts, checking accounts. I like to go on vacation. I like to go shopping every week. I want to eat what I want to eat. Yes. And do and sleep. And I work hard, but I want to be able to sleep hard too. So y'all ready to do this? I'm just saying that got me really, really triggered because especially during this time, it's a lot of little things happening that's like making my eye twitch. I have not been asleep, so maybe I need to lay down, but I'm so excited. And let me say this real quick. Thank you so much, Dion Johnson. I had to finish what I was saying. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of this because see, even money, every dollar really helps. It helps me to order samples for different things. It helps me to pay for all these apps. You all don't know. I pay for about, I don't know. I cut some down, but I probably pay for about a dozen different apps to do everything I do. That's why I say I don't have a graphic designer. I don't have a web designer, but I do pay for a ton of apps that make it automated. So every dollar definitely helps, definitely helps. And I still run ads too. So I really, really appreciate it. Here's all the love, all the love, all the love. And it is early. It's early, but I haven't been asleep because I've been working. Because let me tell you what happens. A real entrepreneur, I'm not saying you all not real entrepreneurs, but what I'm saying is once you really get into it and you get on fire, see what's going to happen is once you really start getting serious about whatever it is you're trying to do, like serious. And when I say serious, what does she mean by serious? This is serious. See, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but if it's you, you don't have to say it's me. Just have that conversation with yourself. You hear what I'm saying? See, when it gets real, I'm going to say this. When people are kind of playing with it, this is what people do when they're playing with it. They will 1 week be so into it. Yeah, I did this. I did 2-3 sets. I did this. I did that. And then they put it down they skip a week. And then they pick back up on the week. Then they skip a week. That you're not going to see results like that. Your results are going to be like this because you're like this. If you really just sit down and commit and focus, write it down. I have dry erase. I've said it so many times. I have dry erase boards. I just sat and wrote my new. I'm not going to turn it too much, but I just sat. No, I'm not going to turn that. I just sat and I have 3. One of them I just wrote my new goals down. I'm like, Tanisha, you know better. You have to put things down for manifestation purposes and to keep yourself focused. So I wrote down my tasks that I need to get done within the next week. And I am focused on that. My couch and my whole area this is my business, my office. I'm focused. If I put something down and then I pick this up, then I put this down, then I pick that up, and I put you all over the place. Then you get frustrated. At some point, you got to be real with yourself. You shouldn't even really tell too many people what you're doing. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. I got a couple of big things happening right now. And let's see. I guess you all can't hear me. I just got a text saying I can't hear you. That might have been from the last video. I got a couple of big things going right now. Again, let me tell you something. I know when I'm not doing what I preach because I haven't accomplished what I'm supposed to do. And it's supposed to have been done over 2 weeks ago. And it's very big. It's like it could take me to another level. That's because I did not write it down. I did not focus and center myself. But I know for a fact from all my experiences and all the things I did by myself, no husband with no money, no mama, no daddy, no nobody. I did everything for myself just from a thought in my mind that if I sit down and I focus and I really do it, shut everything out, it gets done. Everything I have put on my plate gets done when I focus. But sometimes you got to be so laser focused, you can't even tell nobody what you got going on. Only 1 or 2 people know the big deal that I need to take care of right now. And I'm playing around with all this other stuff. It's important too, but I'm like, let me write it down and put it in my face so I can do it. I have to do it because that opportunity is not going to be there forever. If you don't get on that level with it, go buy you a dry erase board and write your goals down. Put some dates to some stuff. Stop saying I'm going to do it then or I can't because of that. Let me tell you something. This is, and you all missed it because I put it in the community board what this new surprise was. And this is why I've been up all night. And now you're about to see, and I'm not done, but I just got so into what I was doing. I haven't been asleep. So this is it right here. It's a new class. I have a whole class developed, a course developed for people to learn acrylic because everybody wanted to get in on the other one. So I've developed a class that you will have access to for 1 full year. And that's what I was up all night working on, because once I got into it, all these ideas and ways to structure it came to me. And I'm literally putting together a course, a real course. So you guys, when you are really into something and you really want to get something done, you gotta really set a date to it. Now, I say that to say, I'm gonna put that back up there. I just did this because I know how to pressure myself. You have to make yourself uncomfortable. If you are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect position, the perfect amount of money in the bank, you're not going to get much done. That's the problem. Most entrepreneurs, a real entrepreneur, most current entrepreneurs, all current entrepreneurs will tell you, and most business people will tell you, there will never be a perfect time, and you have to make yourself uncomfortable. You have to come out your comfort zone. How can you say you want to be over here, but you want to do it so comfortably and in the perfect position that rarely never happens, okay? Unless you're rich already. And then it's just like something you do to pass time. You're going to be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. You know why? Because I set a date for this class to launch on the 19th. And after I did it, it was too late because I put it out there and people started buying it instantly. So then I had to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? So then I had to do it. If I did not do it, it probably wouldn't have been done to the end of the year or somewhere down the line. At some point, you got to do what I did. I just picked the date and said that's 2.5 weeks out. I didn't even look. I don't even know what. I still don't know what day of the week the 19th is. Somebody could tell me what day of the 19th is. I don't even know what day of the week it is. But I say, okay, give yourself around 2.5 weeks. And the 19th came in my head. And I said, I was typing up the description in there on the website. And I said the 19th. And now I got to stick to it because people started buying it. And that's the promise I made. You have to put pressure on yourself and get out your comfort zone. So now I'm holding myself accountable. And with people purchasing the pre-sales, that made me be accountable. That made it real. This stuff is not real unless if you're sitting here watching videos, and you could take all the notes you want, guys. You could take all the notes you want. You can watch my channel and 5 other people's channel, and you can watch videos and post all day long. It will not be real until you take some real steps and put some pressure on yourself and put some dates to it and just spend the money for whatever you got to get, and you figure it out later. Once you put yourself don't put yourself in a crazy position where you're gonna be homeless now. Don't do that. But I'm saying make yourself a little bit uncomfortable. I'm sure every woman in this room has purchased a pair of shoes they shouldn't have bought. It was a little more expensive, or they went out shopping or went to the grocery store and spent way out the budget they were supposed to spend. You made yourself uncomfortable. But that food you wanted, it was worth it enough to you. Those shoes were sparkling enough to you. So you made your bank account uncomfortable to get those shoes, to get that extra food that you probably didn't need. Why won't you do it to go after your dream? Make yourself uncomfortable. Make yourself accountable. That's why I created the book, you guys. The book is set up to have accountability. I talk about that, accountability partners and everything. You get what I'm saying? But everybody wants to just read the book because they thinking that reading the book is going to make them get it. I keep telling y'all, ain't no book, ain't no one class. It's not enough posts. It ain't none of that that's going to make you do it. It's going to have to be you setting some dates and holding your darn self accountable. I done did everything I could do. The book is set up and literally like little blocks to say this week do this and sign off on this and go back to your person and sign off on, discuss it. And I'm noticing everybody want to just read it. I've only seen about a handful of people that saying they taking it week by week and doing it in a task manner. That's how you have to take life. That's how you have to take the goals in your life. But everybody they want to skip over the work. They want to skip over the hurdles. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They want to go from thinking it to it happening. There's a whole big chunk of space where it's going to be uncomfortable. You might cry. You might be doubtful. You might have some haters. You might, mess up some things, but you have to go through that. You have to. I'm pressured right now because I'm using a different platform that I've never used before to get this class out because of the way I have it set up. It's an actual class. You have tests, you have classes, you have testimonials, all this stuff is in there. This is a real class. I have to get this stuff done before the 19th. That's the 19th for you guys. You know, for me, I got to do test runs and make sure everything makes sense, make sure everything's running right, it's all linked up. That's a lot of pressure on me. But I know from my past life, all the things I've done in my life, it's putting this I got to put some heat under myself. You have to be disciplined enough. A real entrepreneur knows that you have to be disciplined enough to put your heat on yourself. You have to put the iron under the fire. You have to do it to yourself. Who's going to sit there and put their hand in the fire because you know it's going to burn? It may burn, whatever. You're going to have to do that to yourself. You know it's going to be uncomfortable. That's why a lot of people find excuses not to do what they want to do with their life. But I digress. I'm watching people with their businesses and they are too scared to do it the proper way. And I know these people are smart as I don't know what, but they're really playing because they know they need to be running little ads and stuff. They know they need to be doing more, but they're like, oh, look at me, I'm doing a business. They know what needs to be done. Are you ready? That's all I got to say. It's not going to be a long video, but that just bothered me. I said, why does this girl keep marketing to us? I can't stand that when people constantly try to pressure you on your personal social media to support their business. You can't push that on people like that. They are friends with you on social media because they like you as a person. That doesn't mean they want to buy your business. And we all know that your money is not going to come from friends and family. We all know that. So why would we keep marketing to them? That's an oxymoron. That doesn't even make sense. That's just lazy. My friends and family that come, they come just because they just know. I never market to them. I never, ever say, come to me. Matter of fact, I have told many of them, don't come to me because they give me a headache and they don't want to pay the right price. They always want a discount. So I like strangers. So I don't know why people want to start businesses with their friends and family. You definitely will never be rich. You probably be in the hole. So I guess I'm still not going to go to sleep because now I'm just kind of relaxing. I don't have to get up in the morning. I took a day to myself, but I just had to say that to you guys. And I really appreciate all the support and everything, but I'm going to be here to push you all. I said, man, you so mean. I said, no, I'm just trying to keep it real. People need to know what it is. You know, everybody got everything looks so pretty and all these filters on everything and all these bubbly, graphic design videos and stuff. Like, you want to be a millionaire? Last month I sold this. Look at my screenshot of this. And it's like, they never tell you how they got there. They never, and we don't even know if that's real. A lot of that stuff can be edited. But I'm just saying, nobody ever really talks about the real on what it takes to get to that level of success. It don't come overnight. People be lying and skipping over stuff. I promise you. And people be inflating stuff. They want you to think they're making all this money. They're not. They're trying to get you hyped up because they know that people are followers. That's what that is. People bank on the follower mentality. So they get you to thinking that they're making all these millions. And let me say this one more thing. One more. Woo, this gets under my skin too. See, you got so many people out here on social media telling you how everybody rich now, right? Everybody making 50,000 a month. Everybody making 50,000 a month. Let's use our thinking cap here. All these people that's making $50,000, $60,000 a month all the time, depending on what, not every person, but most people. If these people are making 50 and 60,000 a month all the time, why are they constantly on social media trying to get you to spend $10 or $15? They telling you they doing something else over here and they make all this money. They're a millionaire darn near. But they in your face every 5 minutes, up and down your timeline, trying to get you to spend $5 and $10 on a class or something like that, whatever. They always on there. How would they have time to even get that done over there? Because they really probably not making as much as they say. They're inflating numbers, and their real income is coming from them teaching you that content. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's an oxymoron. It's just crazy out here with social media. You have to be careful. I'm trying to tell you, like, it takes a lot of work, but you can make some money. You can make enough money to support yourself if you want to do the work. If you're going to sit down and do the work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're going to make 20,000, 50,000. You can in the future once you scale your brand out, but that takes time. Stuff like that happens over the course of like 10 years, So when I read stuff like I made $100,000 in my first 30 days, Man, everybody says that now. I'm here to give you all, we're going to talk about some realistic goals here. And the first one is you all start writing down some goals and putting some dates and stuff. Comment in this video, comment below, and I want you all to tell me what you plan to do and what date you're going to give yourself. Put it in writing, because putting it in writing here is going to make it accountable, and it's going to make it real, because then you put it on the World Wide Web. I expose myself, and I'm very vulnerable to you all and tell you all way more than most people will on an honest level. So why don't you all try doing the same? And I'm not even gonna, I'm not doing it to be like, aha. I'm just saying, like, do it. Just, you have to practice it. You have to practice being disciplined, putting fire up under yourself. You got to practice it. It's hard, because once it's out there, right? So I guess I'm done talking for today. I'm not sleepy. I'm hyped up because I've been doing this and some other things too. Great acrylic every time. Great acrylic every time. But does anyone have anything else they want to say or ask me? I'm so thankful that you all joined me. And thank you again, Dion, for your super chat donation. I really appreciate it. It is early. I told y'all somebody called me at 6:30, well, text me at 6:30 this morning talking about nails. I still ain't responded back. I just said it is 6:30 in the morning. I told y'all, all these random people, because they can't find no discount salon to go to. I'm not even stressing over it at all. Okay. So I will catch you guys in the next video. I promise. And I'm trying to figure what I want to do for the case study this week. So we're going to get back on schedule. I'll talk to you guys soon. And think about what I said. Replay this video a couple times if you need to. Put some fire up on yourself. Yeah, you. If it's you, you. Bye.